Hello everybody, this is Freddy with FreddyCanFly, and in today's video I wanted to give you guys just a real quick pro tip trick on it works best on larger size machines, but all machines if it involves blade shimming. Based on the make and model of your helicopter and also the brand of blades that you may purchase. For example, I'm using on this one here some rotor techs. You might find that there is insufficient, or actually not insufficient, but extra space in between the grips here, and a lot of kits nowadays come with these little shims. Pretty basic, pretty easy. You find the right shims that go in to where there's no space left for the blade in there. That way when you clamp this down, you've got a nice solid hold. But it can be such a pain in the butt to get these on because one goes on top, one goes on bottom. That way you get a nice throw with centrifugal force and a nice straight pattern on both blades. So I wanted to give you guys just a real quick demonstration on how I do mine. I know it's a pretty basic video, however, I actually used to struggle with it for a very long time until something just clicked in my mind. So I thought I'd share it with you guys real quick. But essentially, what you're going to need, of course, is you'll need the bolt. I've got right here, what is this guy, a 2.5, just a little hex, some sort of a shaft. I like these ones because they're beveled, and on a larger size machine they have that indent, and I'm going to show you why that's important, but essentially because I can swivel around like this, swivel, whichever one of those is proper grammar. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take the blade, and we'll take our first shim, so we can do this here, take our first shim, and we'll go ahead and insert the bolt, and then I'm going to insert that into the blade, like such. Pretty easy. And then we'll put our shim on the bottom. Now at this point it's kind of strange because it's like, how the heck are we going to get that in the machine? So now that these are clamped and held into place, what I do is make sure you've got the right shimming, of course. It should be a very, very tight, snug fit, kind of like this. So I'll get them both kind of positioned in there and lined up. From there, you can just pop out your bolt. And then you want to evenly and equally slide those in just enough that you can see the space where the bolt would go. And then that's where this little bad boy comes in handy. You can jimmy that down right in there. Now at least I know, because this was the frustrating part, is you'd start to put your bolt in and then the bottom shim would move left or right, and you could never get it in. You'd take it all out, it'd all drop. So now that I've got this in, again, that little swivel action I was talking about, I just kind of swivel this around. This will line up everything. You can kind of pull in any direction, you know, forward, backwards, right, or left. And I just do a little swivel. And then as long as the blade is shimmed correctly, it should hold under its own weight. Just remove this. And that looks pretty good. Let's see. Oh, nope, got to do a little bit of correcting in here. You want to try to get the shims in line as much as possible, because you don't want to damage anything. And that looks pretty good. So let's give that a try. Top shim's being kind of a pain. See if this fits in. Look at this. Press it in. Boom. There you go. And then now you just take your lock nut, of course, on the bottom. Twist that bad boy on. And go ahead and tighten down your blades. I mean, it's that simple. Again, kind of a basic and easy tip. However, if you've struggled with doing shimming on blades, there you go, you got the FreddyCanFly method. So, thanks for watching another video on just quick tips and tricks on the bench, you guys. Please, as always, feel free to leave any comments and like the video. Remember, my friends, if Freddy can fly, so can you.